Hi everybody, it's Lisa Marie here. Hi my sweet lifers. Today I have a very special treat for you. We are on location in North Carolina and I'm hanging out with my sweet niece. She just graduated from high school, as James Edward did as well. Those of you guys that are watching my channel know that. And we are here in North Carolina where Brian and I were born and raised, visiting family. And her specialty, she's into baking. And y'all know with Carl and me on the Two Chefs show, I do not like baking very much. I like cooking things. But Lona Ann likes to bake things. And so today we are making one of her specialties, which is what? Tell everybody.
French macarons.
Yes. So let's get started. The first thing we've already done, as we usually do for you guys on the channel, is we've pre-measured a few things for the recipe. So Lona Ann, what's in this bowl?
1 cup of powdered sugar and half a cup of almond flour sifted.
Okay, and each of these bowls have the exact same thing in them. We're going to make 2 different types. We're going to do a strawberry,
and a mocha espresso.
Okay, so we're going to start with which one?
We're going to start with making the meringue, which will go in both.
Okay, so how do we make the meringue?
We need to separate the eggs.
Right.
We're only going to be using the whites, no yolks today. And we will add in a tiny bit of cream of tartar to keep the stiffness in the meringue. That helps to keep the volume in the macaron shell while they're baking. And we'll be adding in a 1/4 cup of granulated sugar, a teaspoon at a time.
Okay, so let's get started. You want me to separate these eggs for you?
Yes, please.
Okay, so I'm going to move this around the corner. You guys might notice that there's a sweet little red cardinal on the counter. And those of you guys that are watching the channel have been watching me know that I have a red cardinal on my Sweet Life Kitchen show all the time, and I love that. I came to visit and saw the red cardinal in the windowsill, and I moved the red cardinal to our set for our show so that it's a little bit like you guys are watching from the great state of Texas. All right, Lona Ann, let's put that right there, and then we'll do another one. Now, does it matter that these are room temperature? Do they need to be room temperature eggs? Or can they come straight out of the refrigerator?
Cold will impact how the macarons set over time.
Okay.
And being room temp, along with all of the other ingredients that are in the shell, will help maintain the shape of the shell as it's resting.
Okay, so it's important, guys, that the eggs are room temp. All right, so I'm going to take this back behind us. So now you've got the 3, you can't see it. You've got the 3 egg whites now in this bowl, and then tell them what's next.
Okay. We're going to dump the egg whites into our mixer and add in just a large pinch. I don't really measure it out, just enough to kind of get a little bit in your hand. It doesn't have to be exact.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, perfect.
Right into the egg whites.
All right.
We will start this on 2 to 4, medium low, and get it until it's frothy. And you'll notice that bubbles start to show up around the edges of the whites.
Right.
This is whenever you start adding in your granulated sugar.
Okay.
But you want to make sure that you only do it a little bit at a time, or else it will flatten out the meringue.
Okay.
And then we turn up the speed until they reach stiff peaks.
Oh, cool. All right.
Check it for just a second.
It's beautiful.
Yes.
So guys, the time that this needs to be in the blender is whenever, I don't know if you can see this or not, but I'm going to pull this out. You've got a peak. This is your peak, okay? So this is what you're looking for. It needs to do that.
And also, stiff peaks, you should actually be able to hold the bowl over your head
And it not
without
go
it falling over.
Right. It not go anywhere.
There we go.
So now, what's next?
Now we're going to flavor each bowl.
Okay.
We're going to add a pinch of salt to each one.
Okay. Now remember, let's tell them again. Each of these bowls are for each of these batches. One will be strawberry, one will be
Mocha espresso.
mocha espresso, and in here we've got powdered sugar
and almond flour.
and sifted almond flour. And you'll
We
give
just
you'll
added
give me
in
the
some
recipe and a pinch of sea salt. Okay, so now we got that. Now what we're going to start, let's do one first and then we'll do the other.
Okay.
So,
We'll start with the mocha.
okay, so what is in here?
This is instant espresso powder,
How much of it?
about 2 teaspoons.
Okay. So in there goes that.
We'll probably only need about that much, 2
Okay.
teaspoons.
Okay.
And then we divide, thank you, the meringue in half.
Okay. Perfect. And in this bowl, what are we going to put? We've
We're
already
going to-
done the sea salt. We've already
Yes,
added
ma'am.
that. Yep.
Going to add about a teaspoon of strawberry extract.
Okay. All right.
And for fun, a little bit of pink food coloring.
Yeah. Perfect. And then the rest of this meringue goes into that.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So divide it in half, and it's easy to divide it in half, guys, because you can literally just take your spatula and put it down the middle and scoop out half to one bowl and half to another. A lot of times when you go to the bakeries, you've got all these different flavors to choose from, and I can see where we could make more and just have different bowls lined up with green food coloring and pistachio and
Yes,
just
ma'am.
boom, 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 boom. So really easy breezy on that.
Another one I make is a creme brulee, where I dip one shell into sugar and then I torch it, and then I have a dulce de leche caramel in the center
Oh,
of
that
that
sounds
one.
lovely. We'll have to make that too. Not today, but we'll be making it shortly. We'll have to make it when we see each other next.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So
Sounds
you start
amazing.
folding. Show everybody what you're doing.
You can't mix these together or else you will deflate the meringue. So what you do is you scoop around the outside and cut through the middle. This is called folding. Around the outside, fold, and you want to make sure you're turning the bowl so that you make sure to incorporate everything equally. What we're looking for is a certain, once you get it incorporated, there's a certain texture. It should be thick and pipeable and not too runny. Whenever it falls off the spatula, it almost looks like a thick lava.
Okay.
Ooh, it's already turning pink.
I
That's
see that,
amazing.
Lona Ann. I see that. I definitely need you guys to use the right utensils for this. I usually, y'all know, use a lot of wooden spoons in my cooking, but for baking, there needs to be the ability to fold it and smush and fold it and smush. So you definitely need to get a spatula for that. And for those of you guys that are wanting kind of a reference point, it actually feels like you're playing with marshmallow cream. It has a marshmallowy, creamy type texture to it. So I'll show you that, right? That is what it looks like. Very marshmallowy and fluffy, but yet sticky and well incorporated. Okay, Lona Ann, I think that that is done. What do you think?
I think so as well.
Yeah.
Now we have piping bags, sorry,
No, you're good.
on large cups that already have the tips in them. I use large cups because it's so much easier to fill them up that way.
Mm-hmm.
So we just,
Just put them in?
yep.
Okay. Honestly, once you get it going, it's just like a slinky. It just slides all in there in one fell swoop, almost. Almost. And I'm going to actually take my finger and push off, because that's enough to make at least 1/2 of a macaroon right there. Okay. And my hands are clean, so y'all know that. All right, so I'm gonna take that, and then Lona Ann, give me that. I'll take that to the sink. You can keep talking to everybody. Tell them what's next.
So I'm gonna be piping one at a time onto these templates. They already have little circles on them for me. I'm not very good at making circles myself. You can get these at most stores, honestly. It's so much easier to use the templates than to try doing it freehand.
We get Mr. Cardinal out of the way and get this so that you can see what Lona Ann is doing. And actually, we're done with the salt and we're done with the espresso. So now we'll go from there. Okay, so show me what we're doing.
We're going to be placing it in the center, push, stop pushing, and flick.
What a cute little gizmo. See, guys, I don't have all this baking stuff because I just go down to the store and get the baked stuff. I did not know that there was an actual tray that had the pre-set up to make the macaroons. This is crazy. And makes it so even and perfect on every single one. That's how those bakers sneak get it done perfectly every single time so they fit together. Isn't that great, guys? That's kind of like living a sweet life right there. Makes it much easier. I'm going to set it down, and here's why I'm going to set it down. When you turn it upright for you to be able to see it, our little cute circles are starting to slide, and I don't want to be oval, I want to be circles. So hopefully you guys got that.
Ooh, right
on time, right there. Right, you got it?
Yep.
You got enough for one more? Nope. Yep. Maybe. Just a smidge more.
That one will be a tiny one.
Okay, so that's that, guys. So the strawberries are done. I'm gonna set them there. Okay, guys, we've now made the buttercream filling. We've got the strawberry preserves. We've got the ganache. We've got our macaroons out of the oven. And the next thing that you need is a beautiful plate to display them on, because as you're making them, they need to be set out so that they can be all displayed and ready to be gobbled up like by your Auntie A. And the first thing that we need to do is we're going to turn half of these guys upside down, because you guys know that are macaroon lovers. Macaroons are really wonderful. They've got one side that's all squishy and has a great mouth feel, and the other side, same thing, and then in the middle is what we've been making here. And so when you put it in your mouth, it goes, good stuff. I cannot wait to try these. So half are going to go upside down, whoopsie daisy. And Lona Ann, show us your magic.
You grab one of the bottoms with your buttercream. You make a small circle. And then in that circle, you can put your filling. For the mocha espresso, we're gonna fill that little circle with a little bit of the ganache that my sweet aunt just made.
Oh, she's so sweet. We're all living our sweet life over here in North Carolina.
And then you grab that little top cookie.
So excited.
And just squish it on down. And then you have a little macaron.
Isn't that gorgeous, guys? Give that to me. Give
Would
that
you
to
like
me.
one?
Of course I want one. I'm going to be the taste tester. I'll just get you to make all of these. This is too complicated for me since I don't like baking very much. But I sure have enjoyed making these with you today. I want to thank you for being here and hanging out with your Auntie A and making a show with me while I'm visiting you.
Of course, you know I
Oh, this is wonderful. It's so much fun. Let me taste it now. Let me see what's going on here. You hear that, guys? That meringue goes, it's good stuff. Part of what makes it so delicious is the crunch. It's so good. And the chocolate is really good too. Okay, let's keep on working on them. Oh my goodness. Should do a little of that. And then I'll put a little of that. I think I can pipe some chocolate. Maybe I can. Let's see if I don't squish it out the top. The trick here too, Lona Ann, is you don't get too much on there.
You don't want it all squishy.
Just a little dot will do ya. And then put another one on top. Yep.
Yes, ma'am.
Waiting on permission. My goodness. Those are better than any store-bought that I've ever had. Lona Ann, I want to thank you so much for showing me. Do we have enough time to have those strawberry ones cooled off enough to try to show them how to make those? Not yet?
Not yet.
Okay, we'll keep making these then.
Ooh, this one's tiny.
We made petite macaroons. Let's see. Oh gosh, Lona Ann, look at what your Auntie A's doing. I told y'all, I keep telling you, no matter how hard I try, I make the biggest mess when it comes to baking. I cannot figure it out. Now, why is that? Why is it that I can make a mean crab cake and a great mason jar martini in Texas, and I can't manage to get macaroons piped in, look at me, in North Carolina? Holy moly. All right, I'm going to put that right there and go get cleaned up here. I've made a real big mess. You just keep doing what you do, my little baker. Would you just look at how fast she is? My goodness.
A little bit of shaking there.
Yeah, I see that. We got little macaroons with a little bit of freckles on them. A little extra chocolate.
Let's go ahead and fill these ones up with a little bit of ganache.
Yeah. I think what my job needs to be, my sweet lifers, is just putting the tops on them. I think I can manage to do that without making a mess. What do you think, Lona Ann?
I think so.
Yeah, give me the job of putting on the tops. I can't screw that up. Whoopsie daisy.
Even I'm making a mess.
Look at you. We're having fun today baking together. My goodness gracious. Let's see.
Let's see how many more of these we need to pipe some buttercream on.
Let's see.
2 more.
2 more. I got buttercream on my elbow.
You don't have to be clean to be good at baking. That's a rule.
That's a rule. We just made the rule. I'm going to try again with the chocolate. Let's see. Ooh, makes me nervous.
There we go.
There we go. Okay, so this is the Mocha Espresso Macaroons. And now we're going to move over here and show you the strawberry buttercream.
There we go. We can start to get some of these off. They don't have as clean of bottoms, but that's okay.
That doesn't matter.
Nobody's looking at the bottoms.
No, everybody's going to be so busy eating them because they taste so good. They don't last very long at my house. If I buy them at the store, I tell you right now, they're probably a good 3 days before they're all gone. I have to hide them actually to keep people from knowing that they're even there because everybody loves them so much. All right, my sweet girl. What do I need to do to help? Turn her over?
Turn them over. This
Turn
one's still
'em all.
stuck.
Turn them all over.
Oop, oop. That one really wanted to be stuck.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, I'll hand them to you and you do them up. Same concept, guys. You can do any of your fillings that you want. Buttercream down first, make that little fence. And then let's see if I can get this right.
Here's a knife if you need help getting it off a spoon.
Oh, okay, that's a good tip. Maybe I should try to take a little dollop of it. Stick it down in there like that. What you think? Is that good?
Perfect.
Awesome sauce. Put a little topper on her. Stick her on the little platter. So cute. Be careful when you're pushing down that you don't crack your meringue, because that's part of what makes them so pretty, is whenever you've got them perfectly flat. I crunched that one obviously, but that's just a little tip. Just be real gentle when you're squishing them back together again. That one already came off the pan with a little bit of a top missing, but no worries. You know, the next time you come see me in Texas, I'm going to show you how to make a pavlova.
I've tried, but I have not succeeded.
I love making those. Those are like meringue too, but they're a great big, huge dollop of it. Much easier for me to make. And I like to crunch chocolate and drizzle it with all kinds of yummy stuff. And it's just a great big, huge, like mountainous thing. Oh, yum. Yum, yum, yum.
I think this one is the last one we'll have to fill.
Well, that's good news for your EMTA. Because I'll tell you another thing about this recipe that y'all need to do. Get yourselves a little dish towel that has some water on it so you can run your fingers on it, because you're going to get sticky with all these preserves and chocolate, and you don't want any sticky to be on the outer edge of when you're putting your tops back on. I feel like I'm messing them up, but I'm not. They're still looking good, considering the fact that I'm helping you with it and I'm not a baker. I think we did right good. What do you think?
I think they look amazing.
Well, there's one for you to taste.
Ooh.
See what you think. Your creation. Good?
Amazing.
Oh, my sweet niece. Listen, guys, I hope that you guys have found some value in this beautiful afternoon with my niece. And I've enjoyed learning how to make macaroons. I didn't know. Who would have thought? It's not that hard. You just have to know how to measure. Y'all know that's not my forte. That would be the reason why I'm not a good baker, because I like a dollop of this and a pinch of that, and Carl knows that. He teases me all the time on the other show. Anyway, if you did find value, please do me a favor. Like and share. Don't forget to ring the bell. I don't have a bell in North Carolina, but y'all know, ding-a-ling-a-ling. And we'll see you soon next week on the channel. Take care.